afternoon, everyone, and welcome back to PBTV. So, we have a very special show for you today. I've got a couple of bits behind me as well. So, I've got the two shorter versions, the case that they come with, but we are going to have a look at the AR308 series. So, there's three different platforms in this series. We have the full-length DMR, out-the-box DMR, which is very, very cool. And then we've got the mid to short-range versions as well. As always, if there are any questions, please drop them down below, flash them up on screen, and we'll try and get you answered as quick as possible. There are some very drastic changes between the different platforms, but as always, I'll start at the front and work my way back. So as you can see, this is built up already. The 308 Deluxe Edition that this is the out-the-box DMR. So this is the one that we're going to concentrate on, that I've got all the specs and everything for that we can talk about, but I will touch on the shorter ones. So this is all included, so the optic and the device at the front are in the box. Also with this one, you do get two mags. The other two just come with one and do not include the optic or the front end. Apart from that, internally wise, they're going to be very, very similar. They are set up slightly different, but again, I will cover that as we go forward. So, at the front, we do have a 40mm thread. It is ARES, so it is clockwise. So you are a little bit limited nowadays with what you can stick on the front of here, but the fact that it comes with this in the box is always a bonus. This is a true QD system as well. Simply pull it back, twist it 90 degrees, and it will slide off, and you've got a standard muzzle brake underneath there. These are available separately. When they are bought separately, you do not get a flash hider with it, so they are specifically designed for the 308 range that ARES have brought out. So if you're thinking of getting one of these for your platform, unfortunately it's not going to fit until we get the specific flash hiders in. Coming back, we do have the very nice bronzed effect look that these are. I think it is a very cool colour, it's not massively in keeping with a DMR system. It's not trying to be sneaky or anything like that, but it does look incredibly pretty. So it is an M-LOK system base with RIS on the top. So we've got M-LOK on the right and left, and we've got a little bit of M-LOK on the bottom. There is RIS. There's a small inch, about an inch and a half section of RIS at the front at the bottom, and then we've got full RIS going across the top. So again, if you want in a rangefinder, pec box, any other bits and bats, if you want to stick a bipod on it, grips or anything like that, plenty of real estate and plenty of spaces to put any type of system that you want. The flip-up sights are quite easy to flip up and lock in place. To put them back down, press the button and roll them away. So they are loose when they are down, so you can flip them up to deploy them quite quickly, but to put them down, you do have to press the button and drop them away. As you can see here, we have a QD point, and there's a matching one on the left. On this one, there are none on the back. Some of the others have them on the stock. Please be aware that the ones that are on the rifles and the ones that are on the stock are slightly different size. We believe one is mil-spec and one is airsoft. So in the descriptions, they have been labelled as so. So just be aware that they are slightly different size when it comes to mounting sling points or slinging this thing up. I would highly recommend a sling for these platforms, especially with this one with the optic and the front end on it. It's about 3.5 kilos, so you are going to know about it and running around with this thing for a while. Coming on to the receiver, I'll do the receiver before we go to the top, but the receiver, as you can see, it is not your standard M4, it is a 308 platform. So much larger, much more aggressive, and again, sitting in that this version sitting in that DMR platform, having the 308 magazine, giving the look. Again, some sites have various different rules for DMRs. They have to either look like a DMR, or they have to have 308 mags, or they have to be a real world DMR, various different things. The Deluxe Edition, out the box, is set up at semi-auto only. Again, this is ARES, so it's the EFCS gearbox in here, so it can be changed, it can be adjusted, but out the box, these are set up as semi-auto only. And again, being DMR, it's going to sit really, really nice in that sort of niche. It's very, very rare that you get an out-the-box locked to semi-auto system that is sat in the ballpark of a DMR. But yeah, looks very, very cool, and I think a lot of people will be definitely about these with various different platforms out there. Delta Hotel Airsoft, what's the FPS out the box? Good question. Obviously, I've been harping about this being a DMR. So the deluxe edition that is set up and pushed out as a DMR is sat at about 365-ish out the box. So you're saying, oh, that's over 350, I can't use it. Depending on the site, depending on where you play, again, this is set up as a DMR. So locked to semi-auto. So in any of its 5 positions, it currently only does semi-auto. And obviously, you can then go up beyond the 350. It's not quite at 400, but again, it's just whatever spring they've put in it out the box. It is a quick change spring, so you could address that. The other 2 that I have behind me that I'll cover shortly, they are set up under 350 FPS and have full auto capable. But the deluxe edition that is set up to be very much range and everything like that is set up for DMR. But yeah. Will PB be stocking the ARES X-Class range? I believe that is the 9mm variants. We've had them in the past, but we've not had them for a long time. I don't think they did particularly well, so we may be able to get them back in, but I've not seen them for a long time, unfortunately, and I've not seen them on an order either. Because we've recently had ARES. If we were going to get them again, they would have been restocked with this as well. So unfortunately, I don't think that they will be a thing for a while. So looking at controls, pretty much 100% ambidextrous with a slight variant on the charging handle. So magazine release on the right hand side, and there is a magazine release on the left, and underneath here we have the 130 round 308 style magazine, so it is much larger than a standard M4 magazine. Has a little bit of a riser and everything like that. The deluxe edition comes with 2 of these. The shorter versions come with 1 of these in the hard case that they all come with. Fire selector, again, that's on both sides as well. We have it safe, semi-auto, and would be full auto, but on this case it is locked to semi. On the other 2 it will be full auto. Bolt hold open, so the charging handle, it does lock in place, and you can either use this one on this side because it's semi-auto, or the one on this side and it slaps shut. Pulling that open, you do find the rotary style hop-up, and the ARES ones are very, very easy to adjust. They've got some nice, easy sort of nodules on there that you can quite easily adjust. Even in the field, got gloves on, it is one of the rotary style hops that is quite easy to access. Again, slapping that closed, and then you can carry on as normal. We do have a sort of widened and extended trigger guard. Again, it's for indexing or like that. If you're sat waiting and you just want to index your finger, not leave it on the trigger, it's just widened. It's just easy to keep a rested point there. The optic on top. So again, with this platform, the deluxe platform, it is in the box as well. It comes with 2 caps, but I've taken them off. So it is a 1:6x24 short dot. Again, the colouring is there. It's matching the sort of vibe of the platform, that bronze style look. It does have a honeycomb on the front. Again, a little bit of side protection and a little bit of glare protection. Extremely clear, very nice optic, crosshair, matches the design, looks really, really cool. You've got windage and elevation adjustments, and you have illumination on the left-hand side. The left-hand side also unscrews is where your battery compartment is, and then here we have the zoom control. So from 1 times spinning all the way around to 6 times, a very, very short throw, only a quarter of a turn if so, meaning that you can go quite rapidly from 1 to 6. There is a arm in the box as well, so you can get the short throw arm, making it easier to adjust, and the scope mount is included as well. Again, same with the device on the front. The optic is available separately. You can get that on its own, and it includes all the same parts. So the cantilever, the throw arm, the honeycomb on the front are all in a separate box, but the deluxe edition just comes with everything. So very, very, very cool. Standard flip up sight at the back, very the same as the front. It will flip up by itself, but to put it back down, you will have to press a button and fold it away. The stock is semi-fixed, so it locks in place. You've got multiple bits of adjustment on this. You've got cheek riser adjustment, sliding adjustment. I think it's about 5 positions, but it does lock in place. So once it's sat, it's not something you're going to slide in and out and go for with that. Battery compartment in the back as well. Even though this is sort of around that 360 FPS mark, I think the EFCS system has been set up for 7.4. Very, very nice, snappy trigger response, with it being the electronic. It is Dean's on the back, and you do have a decent sized stock tube to fit a rather large battery in there. Matthew Edwards on Facebook. Sorry if I've missed it, but is a quick change spring system? Yes. So I mentioned earlier that yes, it's set up as a DMR, it's locked to semi-auto, and it's sat around that 360 to 365 mark, but it is a quick change spring system. So if you wanted to either drop it or up it a bit more, again, the EFCS system is quite easy to swap and change around by plugging it in. And swapping it to full auto or anything like that. This one is set up as semi-auto out the box, ready to go, with 2 mags, with the optic, with the device at the front. It is a stunning platform that has everything. It even comes with a case. It's got lens covers, lens caps, sorry, so again, once it's packed away, you can do that. The box is the same hard case for all 3 platforms. So if down the line, obviously the deluxe edition includes everything. The shorter ones, which I will grab one now. So I will go for the mid-length. So this is the mid-length version. As you can see, there's no optic on it and there's no device on the front, but it is still a 308 style platform. These ones will be set up as full auto out the box, but the box itself is identical. So if you get the device or you get the optic, there is space in that case for it to fit, meaning that you're not having to get extra bits or having to get extra boxes to carry your optic around or anything like that. Main differences with this is obviously it is a shorter rail and a shorter platform all in all, and the stock is sliding as well, so you can actually slide the stock out nice and easy. It is a unscrew cap at the end here to get to your battery. Again, Dean's connector, all that kind of stuff is very, very similar. EFCS gearbox, so runs absolutely awesome. 130 round mag. And again, that bronze colour is just absolutely stunning. I think they're going to be super popular. I mean, I've fired the DMR version. The markings on it are absolutely stunning. Deep engraved on the 762 on one side, the E308, the ARES Amoeba multi-cal on this side. I think they've done an absolutely stellar job with putting these things together, and I think they are very, very, very cool. I am Dog254 on YouTube. Is it available on the website? Yes. All 3 of these should be available right now. So we have the deluxe version that we've spent some time on, which is the DMR locked to semi. That includes the optic and the device on the front, comes as a whole package with a second mag. The mid-range one is as you see here. It comes with a single mag, still comes in the hard case, but is sat at full auto, ready to go as a more assault platform with a sliding stock. And then the CQB, I'll say CQB, but with a 308 magazine. Very, very different. Again, stubby, more of a brace style stock. It still slides underneath, but it has that pistol brace style system on the back. This was the one that we were on about with the QD point at the back. So the Airsoft style QD, for some reason, they've put different QD on the front. So your QD sling point does not fit the ones that's on the rail system. Just means that when you're attaching something, you may need mil-spec QD sling point on the front just to make sure it is secure. But again, controls, very, very similar. You've got full ambidextrous system with mag release, bolt hold open, fire selector and everything like that. And with it being an EFCS system, it means you can swap it all around. So if you were wanting to spring change the big one down so it's under 350 and change it to full auto, that's by all means you are able to do that. Or if you want to see, if you want to leave it as a DMR system, I think it is a absolutely stunning platform to be out there. And again, it does have, this one has a 390mm inner barrel, 6.08. Very, very cool. It's going to be really, really accurate. It's going to reach out. The trigger response is just incredible, especially in DMR, getting that really nice, clean follow-up shot. Just tap 2 or 3 players nice and easily, stay quiet, because it's that people that have seen the ARES or used the ARES in the past know that they are very, very quiet. And again, with the device on the front, they're just inherently very quiet platforms. So these things are going to be very, very popular, and the fact they come with a case, come with 2 mags, come with the optic, come with the front end, there's just nothing else you need. But I'm very much looking forward to people getting their hands on these. Absolutely stunning. But if there's any final questions, please ask, whether or not it's about any of them. Tom James. Oh, also, can DMR version be brought in full auto at site legal FPS? Yes. So these are currently sat at 360, 365. So that is over full auto platforms. But because it's the EFCS system, it does have a quick change spring. You can plug in the EFCS box, change the fire selector system, and quite easily just go through it and turn this into a standard assault rifle system. So it's very, very good that it is an out-the-box DMR, but if you're not wanting that, it can be very, very easily changed. You'll need some bits, but it's much, much easier than going the other way. Getting a standard AEG up to a DMR can be quite difficult, whereas this, to revert it back to a standard AEG and assault platform, will be very, very easy. But yes, thank you very much for all that. Dylan YT on YouTube. When are the winners being announced? I was just about to say that. You beat me to the gun. So all winners of the Lancer Tactical giveaway that we've been doing over the last week will be announced very, very shortly on social media. There are 2 winners, so if you go check out our Instagram, Facebook, and everything like that, we will be putting the post up within the next couple of minutes. So if you want to go there, check if you are a winner, and then we will contact them via phone very, very shortly. But if that's everything for today, really, really impressed with these. The set of 3 very, very, very pretty platforms. So we've got the DMR system here. We've got the mid-range and the short-range. I would say CQB, but having a 308 platform as a CQB platform in real world would be quite devastating, but quite effective at the same time. Again, it's going to be a lot of fun seeing these on site. I do believe the DMR one is going to be very, very, very popular. Rotary hop, nice long barrel system, preset DMR. The optic is absolutely stunning, super clear, and a true QD system on the front. These things are going to be an out-the-box absolute winner, and I hope anyone that gets their hands on them agrees. But if that is everything for today, as I said, please go and check our social media platforms on YouTube and Facebook and everything like that to check out if you are a winner on the Lancer giveaway. But if that's everything for today, it's been an absolute pleasure. As always, please send us a message on Instagram if there is something you want us to cover. If you're watching us on YouTube, please hit the subscribe button, drop us a like. It is massively appreciated, and it helps spread our channel so more people can watch things like this. But if that's everything, we'll be back again on Wednesday for another product showcase. But if that is everything, thank you very much for your questions, and I'll see you in a bit. Bye.